стоял. Мы приехали в Лондон. Вот там знаешь автобус, Сонька, сзади?
Илюш, что же, а что это ты прячешься-то? Будет присесть.
Где мы стоим? На Hyde Park Corner?
In fact, Liz Taylor's taken more honeymoons there than most of us have taken summer holidays. Bless her, any excuse to come back. You've got expensive car showrooms on the right and another major hotel, Grosvenor House. Grosvenor House contains one of London's top restaurants. It's called Chez Nico. But on your left, Hyde Park, a place you can go horse riding, the largest park in central London. Hyde Park used to belong to a doctor, but then he changed his name overnight. Dr. Jekyll, anybody? I'm only kidding you, of course it's always been Hyde Park.
The Speaker's Corner. По-моему, смотрите, да.
It was too narrow. She got her carriage jammed in the middle of it. She wasn't very happy with it. She probably said, "We are not amused." And then she told the architect what to do with it. Well, John Nash, poor man, didn't manage that, so they moved it around here, stone by stone, in 1851, to make it into...
The last one leaves her. And it goes all the way back to Victoria as well. Grab a seat, make yourself at home.
Okay, welcome on board to those of you that have just joined us. Away we go, grab your seats. We're going to go through the City of London. Hold it just a minute, Sean.
Missed the bus. Missed the bus.
Down, it's a new one, 20th century. We've had, there's the monument high in the sky to the right. We'll see it in its entirety in just a moment. There to the right, London Bridge, where there have been many bridges since Roman times. We've had several bridges there, one or two did fall down, but we managed to sell the last one we had there for $1 million. That's the 19th century version, now found in Arizona, Lake Havasu. But look to your left here for the monument to the fire. You can go up inside the monument. There are 311 apples. Apples and pears, the stairs. Only 311? Well, that's kid stuff. I virtually ran up it myself the other day. And we're going to make a stop here in case you want to run up it. It'll cost you £1, just £1. Well, that bridge has twin racing drawbridges that weigh more than 1,000 tons each. They used to be raised by steam-driven machinery. Now electricity and hydraulics have taken over. But you can visit the old steam museum in the bridge, and you can also walk across the top, the high elevated walkway, 120 feet of...
Duke of Wellington, after his victory at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. In the middle of the roundabout, to our right, is the Constitution Arch, or the Wellington Arch. On top of that is the Quadriga, the Angel of Peace, descending into the Chariot of War.
Ты будешь фотографировать?
Буду, повернись.
Most innocuous level, it would have embraced that quintessentially English tradition of dancing round the maypole. However, it became a rowdy, raucous, boozy rabble and was abolished in 1760. Glass Canopy is the exclusive restaurant Le Gavroche. Business founded at Gavroche by the Roux brothers, currently conducting the Embassy of the United States of America. The statue outside on the right is Dwight David Eisenhower. He's looking to the left to 20 Grosvenor Square, his London home and office in World War II, 1942 and 1944 now on the left. Look into Grosvenor Square on the right and notice the statue of Franklin D. Roosevelt. Roosevelt, a much respected American president amongst Londoners, the finance for this statue was raised by public subscription on the streets of London. Each Londoner limited to a maximum donation of no more than 5 shillings of the American Embassy where the flag Old Glory flies. Below that flag is an eagle. That eagle is greater than the length of this bus. That just 1815, this was a house where a dinner party was held, a private house. It is where news of Wellington's victory over Napoleon Bonaparte at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815 was first recorded in London. It's now in view on the right. The building, Roman Catholic, site of high society Roman Catholic weddings. Take a moment to look at these magnificent terracotta buildings in Mount Street on the right, erected during the Golden Jubilee of Queen Victoria in 1887. Ladies, that hairdresser to the stars, Nicky Clark, has his salon on the right. If you'd like to have your hair done by him, put your name down on a waiting list for around 3 and shed their bark once a year. On the left is Bruton Street. On the 21st of April 1926 at number 17, now demolished, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II was born. An inauspicious place for the birth of a queen? Not at all. Her accession to the throne arises only as a result of the abdication of her uncle, Edward VIII. We are now approaching... On the right is the hairdressing salon of David and Joseph. They do the hair of Princess Margaret. And this is my last reference to hairdressers today. The platform's clear when you're ready, Rumen building. The arches are modelled on the Rue de Rivoli in the Hôtel de Ville area of Paris. There is a great tradition of taking afternoon tea in London's hotels. Without question, the Ritz is the most prestigious place to do so. The tea sittings are often fully booked in advance. If you decide to take tea at the Ritz, you might find yourself doing so with the Queen Mother. She pops in for tea from time to time. Gentlemen, please be advised there is a strict dress code of jacket, shirt, tie, and hopefully trousers. You will not be admitted to the Ritz unless you are properly dressed. I recently read that Her Majesty the Queen Mother. We are now in Piccadilly. It's a funny word, isn't it? We think it derives its name from the piccadille. A piccadille is the frilly ruff worn on the collar of an Elizabethan gentleman. If you've seen pictures of Shakespeare, he wears a piccadille on his collar. On the right is St James Street. Look to St James Street on the right and notice the building at the end with the clock. It is St James Palace, London, the home and office of Prince Charles, the Prince of Wales. His friend, Camilla Parker Bowles, is said to have a room in the palace. On the McCartney has been turned out of the Burlington for running through there screaming and shouting and carrying on, causing the Beadle much distress. This is our Royal Academy of Art stop. Anyone wishing to leave here should do so now, please. Thank you very much. When you're ready, Rumen. On the left is the Royal Academy of Arts, currently housing the Kandinsky exhibition, an exhibition of watercolour. The left is the Hotel Le Méridien, Piccadilly, formerly the Piccadilly Hotel. The Oak Room restaurant at Le Méridien is under the direction of the British chef Marco Pierre White. Marco Pierre White is the only British chef to have been awarded 3 Michelin stars. He holds those stars for his much coveted cuisine at London's nightlife converge. To see how busy this place gets, come back any weekday evening at about 7:30. In the circus is the statue of Eros, the Greek god of love. Declare your love on the steps of Eros at the stroke of midnight, and it is said that that love will last forever. Ah. On the left is Shaftesbury Avenue, home of London's theatres. The Gielgud, the Apollo, the Lyric and the Queen's Theatre are there. On the right is the Criterion restaurant, where Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's characters, Sherlock Holmes, first met Dr. Watson. Look up above your head to the right and notice the 3 Graces bungee jumping into the... This is our Haymarket Piccadilly Circus stop. Anyone wishing to leave should do so now. Thank you.
То же самое место, просто повернулся спиной. Как будто повернулся спиной. За Trafalgar Square, это National Gallery. Да, пойдем. Trafalgar Square с другой стороны.
Las manifestaciones, los colores de Año Nuevo, organizados por Charlie Barry, de todo, el Barry también la de Peter Pan. El hombre recuerda la gran batalla de Institución, la fruta moneda fue derrotada por el inglés, realmente Nelson, y su monumento domina la plaza. El monumento fue conocido a efectos de sentidos de los 4 relieves tempranos.
этот момент Соломон на свои собственные деньги купил мне воду. Это первая в жизни, когда Соломон мне что-то купил. Спасибо. А что ты мне покупал? А за это? На фоне Леонардо Ди Каприо. Соломон, ты где?
Соломон, встань вот здесь, будет пасть. Давай. Помогу ты вот так вот.
Положи ему пасть, руку в пасть.
Смотри сюда. Крутишься много.
staff enjoy the last dog moves on, go back to barracks, and the blue squad go back to barracks.
Got a couple of pictures.
Can you stand behind the white lines, please? Thank you. Behind the line.
Ой, ты мне сейчас как 50 А нельзя взять такой, как я вот не делаю?
Которые были в то время.
Туннель в кабинет премьер-министра и мэп-рум. Наташа, тебе понравилось?
Мне понравилось, очень интересно.
Ларич, вам понравилось?
Да,
Кабинет еще.
очень интересно посмотреть, как трудился Черчилль и компания во время войны и где. Сам ты видишь, что вот это все, весь этот вход, все было заложено мешками с песком.
Так, никто подумать не может.
Мне тоже очень понравилось смотреть. Быстро не води, ты помнишь, что нельзя быстро водить?
How do you zoom in?
Все, спасибо, выключили.
Что, где Илюша с мамой?
Вот стоите пока-нибудь.
Не надо.
Что?
Now further down this road over on your right, you will see that famous revolving sign of near Scotland Yard. And we're going to turn left to take along Caxton Street, named after the man who invented the world's first ever printing press. And just down on your right is the old Caxton Hall, where the suffragette movement used to meet, now in the process of being renovated. At the bottom of the road here on your left is the original Blue Coat School. Look up the front of the building, you'll see a blue-coated schoolboy, but the building is nowadays an information centre for them.
Wait, that was my work.
In 1702, hence the palace's name. About 60 years later it got sold to King George III, who his son, the Prince Regent, decided eventually to extend the premises, using the services of John Nash, the famous architect. And it was extended again during Queen Victoria when Prince Albert was announced. And that's why today from one last quadrangle who in fact made it the London residence of the reigning monarch of the day. Now, over on your right, that was completed in 1913 by my grandson King George V of that. Still sitting on that way, overlooking the mountain over there. The pot which takes its name from Lady down on the road. Now I know the terrible changing are still taking place, but I do counsel you to wait. Now as we around the corner here, over on your left you'll see Torvalds Anton Tower coming into view. This will be the tower of St Margaret's Westminster, our Roman Catholic cathedral here in the heart of London. A very beautiful church with logo. Now a bus stop for Victoria is just down the road here in front of us. The bus will probably stop here for 5 or 6 minutes, don't be discouraged by that. We'll go out with another crew on board. This is our changeover flight, and it's us that gets off the bus, I do assure you, There is our bus stop into Victoria, coming up now in Belfast. So this is where I say farewell, and I'll remind you that will be there later in the journey.
Я не могу.
Съел.
Памятник солдатам, которые погибли в Первой мировой войне. Вот это подземный переход, через который нам никак не попасть вот на ту сторону входа в гайд-парк. Скажи что-нибудь.
Что-нибудь.
Еще раз. Картинки про жизнь Веллингтона.
Ну я же попросила хватит.
Работает в воскресенье, я думаю, что надо зайти.
Это Wellington Mansion.
No, it's
Макс!
Поговори в микрофон. Говори.
Хочешь попеть, Леш? Нет, он просто предложил всех подождать.
На карте прямая, и что-то может быть.
Мам, подожди. А что там? Там посмотреть, как народ проповедует, как Христос. Это очень интересно. Так что это очень интересно.
для человечества это очень интересно.
Нет, ну что, никак не дойти нам, да?
Ну идите, а я здесь пишу.
Very, very good. When the ship coming taking the content for
How to read and write the book. And not only that, at least I know some people that wrote the Quran. Abu Bakr, Omar, and Caleb. These are the guys who tried to write the Quran. But that's what the Muslims say. That is what the Muslims say. wanted to kill one man who wrote a book, Satanic Verses. Why do you have to kill him if you have love? Why? You tell me why. Jesus said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Why do you have to kill?
Yeah, I can see. How old are you? Hey, 30. 30?
I think the better say excuse me. He lost his manners over there.
Never got in the fucking mind of the best job in a fucking Newcastle, the Judy knows, only coal mine. Only coal mine you know, and that you know your fucking son. Your father is a coal mine. Who made
the aims of the war into the consequences of the war were made into the aims of the war. Now we are being told that the return of the refugees was the purpose of the war. Before March 24th of this year, the day the bombing started, there was not one single registered refugee by the United Nations Refugee Council. Not one single refugee from Kosovo. Since that time, 890,000 people were made refugees. As I said, prior to the war, 2,000 people had been killed in the year prior.
So there was racial harmony and is racial harmony in this country, and if the Honourable Minister Louis Farrakhan comes here, then there's going to be trouble. Teach on that. This is what your government say. Teach on that. 30 years done. Now, I don't really have to spend too much time on that subject for you to know that there is no racial harmony. That's right. The reality is that a white man's heaven is a black man's hell. That's right. That's the reality. Therefore, the conditions that you are happy with leave black people in a position of poverty and neglect. But you're happy with that just as long as we don't get too uppity. Entertainers. But at the same time, if you were to approach your government and petition your government to lift the ban off of the Honourable Minister Louis Farrakhan, what you would be doing is giving black people in England a chance to hear this man for themselves. It will be giving you a chance to hear this man for yourself. Then you make up your own mind. If you are intelligent people and you believe that he's a racist, then you're not going to follow a racist. Black people aren't going to follow racists. We've been living under racists for...
My friends, Luke, the historian, for example, he took into account a whole range of eyewitnesses, including Mary, the mother of Jesus, the 12 apostles who lived with him. They wouldn't make it up, would they?
Yes! People make things up all the time, and that includes you.
Would they be martyred for something they knew was not a truth?
Only if they were fools.
Would they be martyred by Nero and other Romans for something they knew to be a lie?
Nero was a good man.
There was a Greek...
Da han er nårsteg og når der er til vejen, og det er
Sorry?
And which idiot are you?
One idiot or another, but I was referring to American politicians.
Oh, I thought it was you. Oh, I'm sorry. It was so descriptive of personality.
Well, one idiot or another idiot. Mr. Clinton or what was the other one? I don't know. Bushy boy. Bushy baby. And now you've been living in Bulgaria. What are you doing in Bulgaria?
Missionary.
The advanced force. You are the advanced force. Missionary. You're teaching them the missionary position. That's exactly what they did, of course. They went all over Africa and taught them the missionary position.
Yes.
And made people miserable.
Yeah.
Мы идем по гайд-парку.
Соломоша.
Ну катись.
А смотри, какая береза, Максим, уже не направо камера. Видишь, какая береза?
Да, сейчас я вижу.
Женщина!
Стой!
Макс, поверни на розы. А запах на пленку попадает, нет?
Конечно. Так и сделаем.
Also, I have 7/8. Ну что?
Я что-то
Excuse me.
Размер не тот.
А ты сел хочешь что-то? Ничего, ну сам. Чё?
Direttore. автобусе крутили вот сюда, вот направо.
Ну и что, ничего, Саша не обидится.
Сколько вам нужно?
Вот такой пошлите, Саша.
Сейчас нам надо выйти на Хеймаркет, и оттуда будет поворот на это. Как называется?
Сколько центов?
35. Заплати. Надо марку тут еще будет. читай.
The biggest attractions are dogs around. Что такое?
Animated.
And that's easy to
Но я вам говорю, что вы туда пойдете, только если вы у меня не будете в ближайшие 5 минут. Там туда следующий. Можем начать с мадам Тюссо. Хотите, можем начать с мадам Тюссо. Макс, хочешь начать с мадам Тюссо?
Хочу.
Пошли так налево. Ты не будешь мой, он не будет твой.
What? Why can't I wear a big suit? Because you're just a head. I thought we were neck and neck. Oh, ha ha, very funny. Go back to sleep.
Ты лучше фигуру снимай.
哥又係做皇帝咧，做幾耐？Sorry。
No problem.
Porta sega. Mi importa sega.
那个女是妈妈，女皇妈妈，90多岁，她是皇家当中最受欢迎的人物。
Ganz drauf, das sieht ganz drauf. Até vamos,
Welcome to the spirit of London. Welcome to the spirit of London. You are now going back 400 years to the London of Queen Elizabeth I.
The Melbourne Road. Over Baker Street. музей Шерлока Холмса.
This is Sherlock Holmes' study. You can sit in the chairs by the fire, can try on the hats, hold the pipe, take photographs, but please do not touch anything else. This is Sherlock Holmes' bedroom and 2 more floors upstairs. Thank you.
Садись в кресло, тебя сфотографируют. Доктора Ватсона и Шерлока Холмса.
Сейчас, мама.
А я это мадам, подожди, как мадам тут звали? Дай-ка я тебе поднесу. Кофе, пожалуйста, кофе, мистер Шерлок Холмс. Доктор Ватсон, вам кофе, пожалуйста. А у нас вот.
Сама, тут все так, как описано в Конан Дойле.
Они смотрели велосипед. Они смотрели.
Он не тоже на велосипеде катался.
Что же он делал? Черкни, пожалуйста, там камеру, что это 2-я порция. Нет, 3-я порция за последний час.
Это 3-я порция за последний час.
И сними еду. Я вас вот, спасибо.
А сейчас мы заснимем на пленку, как этот зверь ест.
10 пенс.
Макс, давай, чтобы побыстрее было, отвернись. Лучше быстрее.
А сейчас мы заснимем на пленку, как этот зверь пьет.
Быстрее, нам уходить отсюда через минуту надо. Почему? Чтобы не опоздать? Да. В музей? Почему? Потому что я лично люблю картинные музеи.
А что Маус ночью?
Там разные всякие места оружия, там есть мебель, там есть посуда, там есть картины. Еще какое-то оружие.
Мне только понравилась лучшая часть. И мебель. Есть мебель. Ладно, есть.
Нет.
Салман, а ты многих людей знал, которые показывали мадам Тиссо?
Всех.
Всех.
А где там только Наташа, на машинку, что мы идем туда?
Наташа вот прямо здесь вона.
Мама, ну
Нет, я не дам.
Смотрите, какой Илюша, как он устроен. Я не буду ставить. А ты не буду ставить?
Отойди от Каиля подальше.
Мама, можно я сделаю фотографию здесь?
Здание называется County Hall. Там сидело какое-то начальство.
Еще 1960.
Может, я буду фотографировать?
Нет, я это все.
Интересно, на фотографии сегодня.
Что если вот это телефон, штучки получше?
там внизу идут.
Зачем нам комнату туалет? Зачем
of the combined services, the Army, Navy and Air Force. Now the building itself extends as far below ground as it does above, and it has its own atomic air raid shelter. Now situated at the back of that building we have number 11 Downing Street, which is the home of our new Prime Minister, Mr Tony Blair. Now in front of the building, on the water's edge, the tall stone column with the golden eagle on the top. This is the Royal Air Force War Memorial. It was built out of captured enemy guns from the First World War to honour the men and women of the RAF and the Royal Flying Corps who lost their lives during the First and Second World Wars. Now the face of the eagle points directly towards the coast of France, where many of our airmen lost their lives. The next building along to your left-hand side, the one in the Gothic style, that is Whitehall Court Mansions, once a residence of George Bernard Shaw, now the home of the National Liberal Club. Now as you can see back on our right-hand side, just ahead of us, the large crane that came up through the bridges, all dismantled, all laying flat on the pontoon in front. They brought it up through the bridges and it's all ready to lift the mobile. That is Whitehall Court Mansions, once a residence of George Bernard Shaw, now the home of the National Liberal Club. Now still to our left we have two small ships. The first one, the old paddle steamer, the Tattersall Castle. She used to be a car ferry on the River Humber. She's now permanently moored there as a floating public house. The second ship, the blue and white painted one, the RS Hispaniola, went over a railway line at the same time, because the northern line of London's underground system, railway bridge, we have a small walkway and it's called the Hungerford Footbridge. Britain. It's the only remaining building from it. Now it's fully soundproofed, as you can appreciate, against the noise of the trains which run alongside. It seats about 2,700 people and is still one of the finest at the Battle of the Nile. The large square building behind it with a clock in the centre, that is Shellmax House, headquarters of the Shell Group of companies. Now the clock face is 2 foot bigger than that of Big Ben and is nicknamed Big Benzine. The building next to it with a black flat roof and a one flagpole, that's the rear entrance to the famous Savoy Hotel. Now still to your left we have a large black and white ship called the Queen Mary. Now she came into the Pool of London about 12 years ago and she's opened up as a floating public house and restaurant. There's separate theatres, a bar and a restaurant. Now the next building along, the low concrete one, is the head offices of IBM Computers. Now the final building, the white one with a tall glass one behind it, that's the headquarters of the London Weekend Television. This is where all the independent television programmes come from Friday evening till Sunday night. Now that building's known as Kent Hall in the world, and the president of the company is the Duke of Edinburgh. To be a member, one has had to have held command of a ship at sea. Now if you look behind the stern of the Wellington, on the roadside, you'll see a stone archway. If you look very carefully beneath the trees, you'll see 2 silver dragons. Years ago, we had 2 of these ships permanently moored here. They're called the President 3 building. Now ahead of us, we have 3 bridges. The first bridge, the red and white painted one, is the Blackfriars Road Bridge. Now if you look carefully at the columns of the bridge, you can see they are built to represent the stone pulpits of a church in honour of the... Look carefully, etc. Now every column's different. Now the next 2 bridges were both railway bridges. First one on the 3 round columns, that was the old St Paul's Railway Bridge. This is now being taken down. All we're left with is the columns in the middle of the river. Now this bridge was built and designed by Isambard Kingdom Brunel, one of our famous engineers. The final bridge, the red and green painted one, is the Blackfriars Railway Bridge, and Blackfriars Station is situated to your left-hand side. Now once through the bridges to your right-hand side, just ahead of us, the large brick building with the one tall chimney. That was the old Bankside Power Station. This was that is the new City of London School, and it replaces the old school the other side of the bridge, the one that's now closed down. If you look above that building, on the skyline, you'll see Sir Christopher Wren's masterpiece, St Paul's Cathedral. It took 35 years to build. It was started in 1675 and completed in 1710. The building is 365 feet high and has the second largest unsupported cathedral dome in the world, the largest being on St Peter's in Rome. Now, buried in the crypt of St Paul's, we have Sir Christopher Wren himself, the Iron Duke, the Duke of Wellington, and Lord Horatio Nelson. They're stamps, and they must remain here for all time by royal charter. It was here that Sir Christopher Wren used to board a small rowboat when visiting St Paul's, which was under construction on the opposite bank. Now, ahead of us, the next bridge is the Cannon Street Railway Bridge. Cannon Street Station is the new building to your left-hand side. Now, back to our right-hand side, in a moment, you'll see an old public house. It's called the Anchorina Bank Side. Now, this is the second pub to have stood here. It was built to replace the old bridge. Now, the old bridge was sold to an American company for about £1 million, shipped out to America stone by stone, and rebuilt in Lake Havasu City on the edge of the Arizona desert, where it is now a tourist attraction. There's the new London Bridge directly in front of the boats. Now, by tugs, all the masts were laying flat, so she went beneath London Bridge, the bridge in front of us. They put her in the dock, and now she's open to the public. Now, we do believe she's there for 5 years, then she's off round the coast again. Now, that boat, by the way, is actually circumnavigated, wondering about the HMS Belfast that's supposed to be moored on the Thames. This is the berth of the Belfast just ahead of us. They've taken the boat away. She's gone round to Portsmouth, where she's being dry docked and having her bottom repaired. So this is where the Belfast lays. Now, if you've got your little blue books, if you open them up, you'll see a picture of the Belfast in there. So that's the best we can do for you. Now, she's gone away, as I say. It's the first time she's gone away for 28 years. And it's the first time she's been to sea, that is. She went away about 14 years ago down the Tilbury side. Behind Tower Pier, you'll be able to see the famous Tower of London. Now, the original part was started in 1078 by William the Conqueror, and is the part where the 4 black towers are known as the White Keep. Now, the Tower of London has been a palace, a fortress, a prison, a mint, and even a royal zoo. Now, in a moment, once we pass the crane barges, if you look carefully in front of the tower buildings on the water's edge, you'll just see the top of the old bricked-up entry to the Traitor's Gate. Now, people who are found guilty of treason in the Palace of Westminster were rowed down river by barge, taken into the tower through that entrance. Very few people ever came out again. Those rescued on Tower Hill are having their heads chopped off, placed on pike staffs, and placed at the entrance of the old wooden London Bridge for people to view. Now, that's the famous Tower of London, all along to your left, and there we have the Traitor's Gate just coming into view right behind the pontoons there. Entry to the Traitor's Gate. Now, ahead of us we have the famous Tower Bridge. Now, this is the second final bridge to span the Thames before it reaches the sea, opened in 1894. It cost £1.75 million to build and was built so the centre bascule was open to allow the larger ships to enter the upper port of London. Now, the centre bascules weigh 1,000 tonnes each and take about 3 minutes to reach the vertical position. Now, the only time the bridge ever failed to open was on the opening ceremony, and the ship actually hit the bridge. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, while we say the second final bridge, we do have a brand new bridge that was constructed about 6 or 8 years ago. It's situated 20 miles downriver in front of the boat, a place called Dartford in Kent, and it's called the Queen Elizabeth II Bridge. Now, that's a very high bridge, and now in large ships like the Belfast, the cruise liners that come up here to pass beneath, it's a suspension bridge, and it was opened by Her Majesty the Queen in 1991.
Привет, дорогой, привет.
Медленно, медленно, не води быстро, это нельзя водить быстро.
каком-то описании. Это больше на жилые дома похоже.
Ну хватит, останови.
Куда остановить теперь?
Почему я только включил? Это второе самое большое офис-билдинг в Европе. Прямо сейчас не видно. Вон там я сейчас в Париже будет видно.
Ну все, хватит уже.
Для английского стиля характерна эрфера.
Вот теперь хорошо.
Ну все, хватит, останови.
Финиш готов к Meridian Line. Здесь начинается отсчет.
More margaritas.
Убери пальцы завтра.
Nej, men det är kul att sätta den. Ja. Det är roligare än så här inte.
Вот этих часов видно. Сколько ты таких часов видел? Исланд теперь. Да, там она я тоже хочу. Да.
Сколько у тебя
Ты
времени?
сфотографировался? Давай я тебя сфотографирую.
Сколько у тебя времени?
Что еще?
Сколько времени у тебя?
Макс, можно я здесь? Или ты меня потом фотографируешь?
Потому что маленькое расстояние, тогда...
Just det.
Или что тут очень много народу.
Ai niin, eihän me vielä edes käynyt siellä.
И меня можно?
They don't. No, they don't. Miss, I'm blocking.
Yeah, you can block everything. Oh, sorry. Rita, there's a fall.
Toby, wait, let's stand over there for a second. Keep your stomach. Pussy.
I'm not stunned because I just...
There's a phone out here. That was cool. You have to. You're stuck your name in my room.
Oh, you're trying to get off.
testa que estava no toque, cabelo. Centímetros lá, deu um viu? Um centímetro mais aqui.
Дворец.
Мам, подними.
Нет, я не могу тебя поднять, моего. И дядя Изи тоже не может тебя поднимать так высоко.
Mama gel okuyayım.
Да. Отсюда вот это вот виднеется Marble Arch. Около Грейт-парка.
Давай, папа, мы тебе Соломонову исполним перед камерой. Говори как. Так. Говори. Who is that?
Потом мы пришли к British Museum. Ага.
Спасибо, Соломаш.
Уже забыл объектив почистить. И впервые. Там дальше идите. Визуал.
Просто сам греческий мир.
Это Илюша смотрит экспонаты в музее. Смотрит очень внимательно. Долго смотрит в одну точку, разглядывает и никуда не уходит.
Пойдем, Илюша. Илюша, Илюша.
Это зал, посвященный городу Лике в Греции. Это из Греции.
Почему не делать глазами?
Роман Бритин. Стеклянная посуда того времени. То есть это 4 век нашей эры. Плошка того времени. И прочая посуда. Там до 10 раз 21 день.
А то сзади меня, вот так. Вот сюда я пошла. Вот девочки все вот так в платьицах сидят, как детдомовские в России. А здесь они школьная форма такая, я думаю, что такое. Мне нравятся эти девочки, посмотрите, как эти платьицы. Это не похоже, что это какая-то школа какая-то, наверное.
на поле это Флит-стрит.
Кто там сидел?
А ты еще даже ничего не прочел.
Хаус. Мы сейчас здесь были в галерее, где в числе прочих висит Сонькина любимая импрессионистская картина. Ну поделай еще что-нибудь. Пусть он ногами подергает.